Do you have weeks that go by and you say, wow, I wish I would have done more or I accomplished more or that I was more organized? I mean, we all have people around us and they get so much done and we wonder, how do they get this done? Let's look at the habits of highly organized people and how we can apply them to our lives and we can get more done as well. So highly organized people have routines. They have a morning routine. They have an evening routine. They might even have a work routine that they rely on to keep them on track. Their morning routine may consist of getting up and stretching or working out. They might have a spiritual practice. They may go for a walk with their dogs. They may journal, eat a breakfast. It could be anything that they want to do, but they make sure they make a routine of it, make it a habit, just like brushing your teeth. They have a habit and this is what they do every day, and it makes them effective at getting their day started and make sure they get off to a great start. Now, their evening routine also should be established set of things that they want to do and they want to make sure that they do. So they may read, they may journal, they may stretch, they may play a game with their family, they may, whatever they want to do to unwind. They may pack their clothes for the gym for the next day to ensure that in the morning when they get up, it's easy, they grab it, they put it on. No fail, they're going to make sure that they get ready and they go to the gym. So they establish these routines that help them get through the day and make sure they get all the things done that they want to do. They don't have to think about, oh, what do I want to do this morning? Oh, I forgot to do this one thing in the morning. It's part of their routine and they stick to it and they're consistent. They do it every day, even on the weekends. Highly organized people have to-do lists. They maintain them, and everybody does it in a different way. Some people will have a list on pen and paper. Some have Post-its. Some put it on their phone in an app. It doesn't matter the method. It's more that they have a list of things that they know they get done to make sure that they won't forget about it and that they are able to have this list that they can rely on so they don't drop the ball on anything. And I think it's really important, and the way that we can apply this to our lives is find a way that we can track the things that we need to get done, whether it's make a phone call, mail a package, finish a project, or set up an appointment, or anything that you want to do. Just make sure it gets on your list, and don't worry too much about how your list looks, whether you use the app or pen and paper. The method isn't as important as having a list to rely on that you can have, that you write everything down, and everybody has a different way of doing it, like only 3 things. They max it out to only 3 things. Some people may have a long list. I personally tend to have a long list, and then I have a method of prioritizing the list. And that way I know what I want to focus on. But, create a list, but do it your way. I think the important thing is that the list is not there to overwhelm you, but rather help you and aid you in ensuring you get the things done that you want to get done. Okay, we cannot talk about a to-do list without talking about how to set priorities. Organized people set priorities. They go through their list, and it's either part of their morning routine or their evening routine, and maybe even both, to look at their to-do list and try to figure out what they want to focus on first and what's really important for them to get done. If you have a super long list of things to do, it's important to go through and go, I don't want to end this day without getting these certain things done. Some things can fall into tomorrow. Some things may even be able to fall off the list, or maybe you can even delegate some of the things. So make sure you find a way of prioritizing. I like to take my list and mark 3 things that I really want to get done that day, and then I circle the most important, and my energy goes towards the most important thing first. Then I pick up the other 2, and if I can fit in anything else on my to-do list, I definitely will do that. If you go through this process of prioritizing, you make sure that you're getting done the things that you want to get done, and your time is focused on that and not on other things that might be priorities for other people, but not priorities for you. There's a saying, and it says, if you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. And it's so true. So make sure what you're saying yes to really matters to you and that you focus your time and energy where you want to. Okay, the next thing that organized people do is they make sure that all of their things that they have surrounding them, whether it's in their house or their car or their workplace, has a place. There's a saying that says everything has a place and everything in its place. Organized people make sure that they don't have clutter around them. They make sure that whether that's their home or their car or their workplace, that everything that they have surrounding them has a place, and that they don't have clutter just laying around. They won't just leave something out on the counter. They make sure that they pick up their keys and put it where their keys belong. Or if they have mail, they put it where their mail belongs. They keep a clean desk and make sure that everything around them is where it's supposed to be. This is so important. This is how organized people focus and they're able to achieve what they do, because they're not distracted by things. One of the most important things that organized people do is they hold themselves accountable, whether it's their morning routine, their evening routine, whether they're focusing their time and energy on the most important task of the day. They hold themselves accountable. They show up for themselves to make sure that they get what they want done. You know, it's one thing to set priorities, it's another to actually execute. So hold yourself accountable and make sure that you achieve the things that you want to do each day, each week, each month, each year. Building and strengthening habits takes time, so take it one step at a time, one habit at a time, and move slowly. But you'll be amazed at once you start stacking new habits on what you can achieve. And you never know, you might be one of those people that people look at and say, how do they get it all done and still have a smile on their face? So I hope this helps. See you next time. Bye.